Hey, my friends, my precious brothers and sisters, whether you're in the water family or not, you are near and dear to my heart and to the soul that I have. This is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is my third day in California. Two more to go. We had an awesome retreat so far in the last 2 days. We just finished doing kirtan and chanting and drumming and spontaneous dancing. The dancing maidens came out. I won't name them for confidentiality, but there was one dancer. She brought on her Indonesian past life, whatever the heck that was, and one took up drumming. We had a bongo. And then another dear girl, she's the one who's always passing out the love hearts, you'll know if I'm talking about. She showed up, the gal from Poland. She showed up, and a brother from Jamaica, man. And so we got to try some of his coconut milk, fresh, blended in hot water coconut with some Irish moss, influenced by Dr. Sebi. We heard lots of great things about Dr. Sebi from this brother. It was awesome. And we met this threesome that came, husband, wife, and friend. And then there was the young dancer who is now Happy. That's her new spiritual name, Happy. And she is a demonstration of aliveness and a wonderful spirit. So we did a walk in the morning. We did a kirtan. We did a breathing group. It was so amazing as I facilitated a breathing group. We had about 7 or 8 people all laying around on mats. And we were doing rebirthing. And so we did a group rebirthing, and it turned out wonderful. And when it was all over, I mean, some people really were like very determined to win their conflict within themselves, their inner trauma, their inner pain, their inner demons. They were really breathing at it, like I was saying to her, military style breathing. Relax, relax. So we did the group breathing, and all kinds of insights and understandings and sharings came out of that. And then we had time out, and we had a lot of fruit. People brought mangoes, and someone brought berries tonight. We had bananas and pineapples, and someone brought a whole bag of avocados, some coconut, fresh meat, and and I brought some really cool raw organic snacks from Boulder that were called Made from Nature. So everybody got to try those. It was lovely, 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 lovely. And so we said a fond farewell to 3 of our participants. One left after 2 days. One left today after 2 days. The other student who just came for the Friday night lecture, conversation, interactive Q&A about Shivambhu therapy, Oran therapy. And I totally loved being in my element. I mean, the water is my element after all. I've got, Pisces and Aquarius and Gemini, and I'm not into astrology at the least. In case you guys were wondering about me, I think Reverend Ike in New York thought years ago. He says, listen, people say, what sign are you under? And his answer is always, hey, listen, I'm not under the signs. The signs are under me. It is my world and my reality. And I choose to think what I think and to be who I am and to enjoy life as I see fit. And I bow to no authority other than the Supreme Creator, which is the authority of all. And so I'm totally free to be me. And it's great to be free. And we did a bunch of liberating. I mean, one of my intentions was to assist and facilitate people in personal liberation. And basically to move out of the programming and domestication and the manipulation of minds and free will by those other forces, if you know what I'm talking about. So we got really deep into what's behind the curtain, and we got really high and chanting and kirtan and harmonizing and drumming and dancing and bell ringing and dog. We did orange massage on a dog. Oh my God. I think I gave like 2 or 3 orange massages. We did a foot soak this afternoon. 6 people had buckets, had Tupperware tubs. This one couple, I love this one couple. They had like everything they owned in the tent, and they had Pyrex baking containers. That's what they put their orin in. All right. So after we did that for about 30, 45 minutes, we did hand soaks. We were giving to ourselves orin massages up the thigh and the calf and the knee and the shin. Some people, had their shirts off and they could do all this. It was our organizer's house, so it was really, totally cool to do that. And we had for a while it was like Shivambhu Spa, baby. This is the Shivambhu Resort because it was called the Shivambhu Retreat, if you remember the name of this retreat. And what was amazing to me is even though I had a little tinge of doubt, just a little tinge of doubt that I could do this, that I could pull it off, and that this woman I only know as my student, and I'm discovering what talent and what incredible journey she went on to become the soul and the teacher that she is. She led a EFT, emotional freedom tapping class, and one of the students was having an issue dealing with anger. And so she did that, and she processed her, and she got her from a 10 in the most intense scale of 10 down to 1, and then down to 0. But her mind and her attachment to being right, the ego, kept making it escalate between 0 and 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And I can tell you not how many times I had to tell the students, breathe, breathe. Elizabeth, I love you. I'm in Oceanside, California. I'm in Oceanside, California, hosting the first premier kickoff of the Shivambhu Retreat. And we're taping what we can on using a camera. There are 2 participants in the retreat that said no to being filmed, no names being mentioned. I'm talking about some paranoia. Don't mention my name. Don't film me. And if you're doing audio, that's okay, but don't mention my name. So all right. And I know that I love you too. It's so amazing. I am so proud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So for my birthday, one of my students in Boulder gave me a camcorder, and a tripod, and we found out that the camcorder was so last model of camcorder, maybe several cameras back in history, that it didn't even work, and the remote didn't work, and we didn't come with a memory card, and it really was a dysfunctional piece of machinery, like maybe she found it in a garage sale or somebody landed it, gave it to her, and she never examined all the parts and accessories, so it never worked. And I didn't want to bring it. My gut feeling was, don't bring it on the trip. Don't bring it on the trip. So I ended up bringing it on the trip because someone was going to be my camera person. It was going to be this one happy girl. We just left John Clausette's birthday. How was the birthday boy? Was he in good spirits? Was the birthday boy? I love him. We rub each other sometime. Our egos get into it. And how's Claudette doing? Did you get a smile and a laugh and a conversation out of her? I pray for her all the time. Oh, that's such a bummer about the camera. Yeah, whatever. We had such intimate moments since we were. Check this out. I got to drink all my students' Shivambhu. All my students shared their orin with me. So I now have the immune system of 10 to 12 immune systems in my body. Lots of hugs. Thank you. So is your tank full? Did you fill up your heart? And was Rosie there? Say yes. I miss you guys. I miss Rosie. Be nice to reconnect, make that happen. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten the absolute clarity yet about where I'm going to launch my tour, because I'm ready to graduate from Boulder. I really am. I've lived there 24 years, and it came in 1994. That's 28 years, and 10 years in Hawaii, 20. So that's 18 years in Boulder altogether. And my heart still feels the island pulling me out in Kauai. And this is why I was brought to California without even thinking about it, so I could put my feet and stare at the ocean for a while. That's a bit above my comfort zone with the Shivambhu, but that's amazing for you. Yes, and there is a Leslie's there. Yes, we are there in Leslie's family as well. Thank you. Thank you, sister. Thank you. So I hit my zone when I let go of fear, and when I let go of concern and doubts and any hesitation to standing in my power and my authority and my light. I hit the zone. My assistant, the organizer, Amity, she felt it. All of a sudden, I was in command of the group. I was in command of the activity. I was in command of the process. Not I, ego, Brother Sage, but I was in command of that energy. I knew my job as a host was to keep the focus of whatever we were doing. When we were doing kirtan, I totally gave in to the kirtan. I closed my eyes, I harmonized, I went to other different registers and pitches, and wasn't even thinking about it. When I hit the bongos and did some drumming earlier, I was in the zone. As the drummer, I became the drum, and it was just wonderful. And we did the power statements, and what was so amazing is all the things that I was teaching and instructing for the last 2 days is everything I've been studying and researching and practicing on myself for the last 42 years. Yes, yes. And this is for you to get as well, sweetie, that visions come true. Visions drop in. They turn into 3D, fourth, whatever. They take form. They manifest. And the thing to always remember, hold true to the vision, let go of the need to figure out the details and the outcome. Because you're not in charge. None of us are. We're barely in charge of our own mind. I mean, how are we doing? People are on the edge of genius, insanity. And you can see people all around you, they're either holding it together or they're on one side or the other. Look at that love. Look at all the hearts. Oh my God. Everybody send blessings to Rosie and Elizabeth and Ansel. Woo. I love you guys. So, I don't know where I'm going next. I do have an organizer already stepped up in Mount Shasta, and we've got tentative people in North Carolina, Louisiana, and possibly Canada, Puerto Rico, UK, Australia, Africa, 3 countries in Africa, India. Oh yeah, there's a lot of countries I can island hop and I can country hop. I'm not leaving the United States until the insanity at the borders gets lifted. Canada, Mexico might be a possibility. Across the world, forget it. No, 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 no. I have more love and respect for myself, and I am not feeling any pull to be in harm's way in any way. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a little paranoid, but I'm not feeling it. And it was hard enough for me to to walk through DIA. I still got one more trip through DIA, and a lot of people say, "Hey, that's the headquarters of you know what." we're driving up with the shuttle, and here comes this giant blue horse with the red eyes. You know what they call that horse. And at nighttime, the eyes glow red. Woo-hoo-wee. I did not have to see the mural of the future and all that narrative on the wall, so it was great. And they rerouted us so we didn't have to take the train and the subway and try to jam yourself in with all these people trying to get to all your, the gates and where you're going to take off. So that was rather simple getting through there. And I didn't have to go through the zigzag line, What was really weird, the weirdest thing that happened was after they did the scan, take off the shoes, put all your possessions in your, whatever. He asked me to take off my pen out of my shirt pocket. It all went through just fine, but they decided to do a random check on my phone. Oh, well, let's talk about that sometime. So what was weird is that she says, the buzzer went off. She says, oh, we need to check your phone. We need a random check on your phone. And I'm going, what the fuck do you need my phone for? That's my data. That's my information. And, and she does her little thing and she gives it back to me. And that my most negative thought was, oh, they cloned all the information on my phone. Or they planted something on my phone. Yeah, I thought, what the fuck? Well, what are you going to do? Take it up with somebody? No, it wasn't going to happen. So I did my thing. And what brought me joy after that was I saw a mom walking on the people walker. And her son was right next to mom, skateboarding in DIA. Yeah, on the rug. Mom's going down the people walker. And this kid, he's all about 12 years old. He's skateboarding down the ramp with mom. So I was seeing all kinds of signs. I shared it with some of the folks on Facebook. To me, it was sign that I'm safe. I'm doing the right thing. There's tribe around me at all times, angels and masters. This one guy had a shirt on, said hashtag JFB. If you know what that means, you know what that means. And another guy, when I got over to San Diego airport, he had a shirt that says, be a lion. On the back, it said, not a sheep. Airports are fun places to meet people. Yes, and I had an incredible time talking to this one gal, and then I met her sister who had a birthday 2 days after my birthday, and we both gave each other a Gemini birthday wish. And I'm a people person, so I'm not shy around people, but I'm going to feel them out first. I'm not just going to take up a conversation unless I feel it. And there's some people, I still get heebie-jeebies sometimes with people. We all do it. And you get a red flag, you're just going, okay, I'm good. I'm not feeling like talking to you. Or whatever, you just go in another direction. So you might be interested to know that my brother from Jamaica, if they did clone your phone, they will learn a lot about UT. That a girl. That's the way I'm talking. Uh-huh. So my brother gave me 2 spliffs for the ride. And they're about that long. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I had a little tonight just to cut the edge of the retreat. And then he showed me how to wrap it so it's undetectable. So when I land at DIA, I can relax a little bit more before my shuttle shows up. Anyway, Om Namah Shivaya. I just shared that in a public forum. Boy, how weird is that? Okay, it's all good. I do not say this. Nothing has been recorded. It's just a blip in the matrix, my friends, because the matrix is just a made-up, holographic, CGI, non-reality reality. It's all AI. It's all nonsense. It's all the Maya. And if you decide that like television is reality, you're nuts. You're sucked into it. You might as well walk around like those sheep that are zombies, that are clueless, and they're blocking off their oxygen. How much can you be aware in here if you ain't getting air in here? That came out pretty good, didn't it? Oh, I'm in the zone again. Okay. So thank you guys for coming into my life. Oh, tomorrow we're going to do a walk. We do the walk first thing in the morning, 7:30. We go down this walk. And you can recognize plants. And we've recognized anise, wild mustard. We discovered a fig tree that needed 2 more months to mature. We saw a white heron tonight, like a white buffalo. They're very rare. We're sitting around the fire. We had a fire tonight. Oh my God, that just did me a whole lot of good. And I was the kirtan leader. Oh my God, I was totally in the zone. And then here comes this white heron. It's still daylight. And the one gal from Poland is going, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. You don't see you see blue herons in Boulder, but have you ever seen a white heron? Saw one today. It was way cool. So we do a walk and we just go down and it intersects with the bike trail. And what I'm hoping to do before I leave and head out with my assistant, the organizer, She didn't. I'm very cautious now because the people I've been around that get a little bit uptight or worried about being noticed on social media, having their name being mentioned, have their face being shown. I don't know what they're hiding from, but if you're fearless, you're fearless. You're not going to be in harm's way. You're not going to get the bullet, the germ, the fake, whatever it is, and death will not ever come to your door. We are bulletproof. We are immortal beings. We are sovereign, free, creator beings, if you will. And all we have to do is raise the quality of your thoughts minute by minute. Get on top of it so that you're feeling absolute anchorage with the one, with the light, with the creator. And every moment your mind's in a split screen. You're seeing what you're saying and you're seeing what you're feeling. Are you seeing what you're not saying? Are you seeing as an observer, you, what you call you, having a conversation? We have some stories to tell you about DIA, and when you are interested, Ansel has found proof of surveillance technology. When we get together, we can go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, I know what's under it, miles under it. I know what it interconnects in the hot tunnels. I know all kinds of stories, and this is not the place I want to discuss it because I'm on a retreat. So there. That was so funny because I was giving an Orin massage to one of the students. We set up the massage table underneath a gazebo out in the back, like on an raised platform. And so we put shower curtains, sheets over the massage table, and then put the massage sheet on top, and then the client, and the sheet on top of the client. And so it was a unique and new experience for me, and the water went through her body and through my hands. So we both received the benefit of the fresh. We used my Orin, her Orin fresh, and her Orin, the evolving version of the Orin. And I gave her about an hour, about a 75-minute massage. The big difference is I'm used to using massage oil. So where you can normally really press in, you cannot do it fast or you will slide off their body. So you had to do press, slowly, pace it, follow the muscle, let it give under your pressure until you were done with it. And I finally figured out the secret to it. So if you want to do a class and you want to learn how to do Orin massages, let me know. All right. So she had her swimsuit on because that was how she felt comfortable. And we were under the gazebo, and all the students were sitting around. And so it was great, wonderful. Now, tomorrow, her husband's getting a massage from the organizer. So that's going to happen in the room that I'm sharing. She is so kind. What a sweet soul. She lent me her bedroom. And she's sleeping in one of the other rooms of the house with the room with the son's wife, the son's partner. And so that's happening. No, I think it's the son's girlfriend, partner. And yeah, because her daughter, his daughter was with the other parent. Okay. Good night, beloved. I'm going to put Rosie to bed. All right, give her my love. Thank you very much. Everybody else want to hold on? Somebody get me some Shivambhu. I need some Shivambhu. Hold on. Walk with me, will you? Walk with me. Who's ever still left on the screen? Oh, I got some Shivambhu by my bedside. What are the odds? It opens up pretty quick. Welcome to paradise, my friends. The paradise of paradise is to be with the water of life, to be with the sacred holy water, the water that is your salvation, the water that is your lifeline, the water that is your blood. Drink this. And as we shared the water with our brothers and our sisters, and we each exchanged our waters, nobody had a look of disgust. Nobody had angst about it. And this, I hope you got this insight. This is blood plasma water. And when you drink of another person's blood plasma water, you are now blood brothers. You are blood sisters. And you're not going to follow that old tradition of cutting your wrists and drawing blood and then bringing your hands together to be like some cultures. Drink each other's blood water. So I love you and appreciate you and adore you, and I'm going to get to bed. So catch you later, alligator.